I finished up quite a few teas, and so I wanted to quickly talk about them. The first one that I finished is the Harney & Sons Tower of London blend. This came in the most recent book bath box, and I've never actually, despite being a huge fan of Harney & Sons teas, I've never actually had one of their tag-along containers. I'm embarrassed to say how long it took me to figure out how to open this, but it's really neat because it's got these like kind of crazy looking edges, and then you just push down and it lifts off, and then you just squeeze it and it goes back on. I think that's so cute and clever. So yeah, packaging A+ Harney & Sons. The Tower of London blend, it was pretty good. It was a, so it's a black tea with plum in it. So it's got pieces of dried, well, it's a stone fruit in it. But it had a very, to me, plummy taste to it. And it was balanced really nicely with the black tea. It wasn't my favorite. There's something about it that I just wasn't super crazy about. So I wouldn't necessarily purchase this one again, but I did think it had an interesting kind of different flavor for a black tea. This one I genuinely am not sure I know much about, except that it's a green tea with flowers in it. It has, let's see, it's Essentia and Dragonwell green tea with mallow flowers, cornflowers, strawberry, and rhubarb flavoring. This is a tea that my husband bought when we were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. There's a little shop. There's actually another tea that we finished off from the same place. It's from the Spice and Tea Exchange. They do have a website, so I'll link it down below as well. But this one my husband really, really, really likes. It is a floral green tea, obviously. I smelled it. It smells very strawberry to me, but I actually have not had this one, but he really likes this and got this giant bag of it. This is a 4-ounce bag of it and has gone through almost all of it. The rest of it is in a tin right now, but he's really enjoyed this and almost finished it off. The other one from that company is the blueberry black tea, and this one, oh man, this was so good. I've only ever had one other blueberry black tea that I liked. Usually I find that the black teas with blueberry flavor to it taste dirty for some reason. I don't know why, but the majority of blueberry black teas I've had do taste dirty. There was one by, I can't even remember the name of the company, but it was like a blueberry pastry kind of tea, and it was amazing. I had it in a swap box from Steepster, and I wish so bad that I had gotten some of that when it was still available, but it's not anymore. But this rivaled that. It didn't have the like creamy flavor that that one had, but this one is a nice full-bodied black tea with a really like juicy blueberry flavor, and it just, yeah, I just really, really liked this one in the mornings. It was very comforting, and I am definitely going to repurchase this. I just bought this little bag of it, and it was the first, when we got back to the cabin, it was the first one I tried, and I was like, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. And I finished it off pretty quickly. The next one is an old favorite you've seen before, and that is Harney & Sons Dragon Pearl Jasmine. This is hands down the best jasmine tea that there is. I have tried dozens, and nothing yet has compared to this. It is so good. The jasmine flavor is light enough that it doesn't taste soapy or overly floral. The green tea marries with it really well, and you still get green tea flavor with the jasmine, because a lot of times jasmine teas can be made with cheaper grade green teas. This one, I don't know for sure the quality of the green tea, but it tastes a lot smoother than a lot of the green teas I have had mixed with jasmine. So it's phenomenal. It's one of the best teas, and as you can see, this is 8 ounces of it, and we went through it. It took us a little while, but we will be repurchasing this because this is a favorite of mine and my husband's that he was drinking before he met me, and I was drinking before, well, I was gonna say I was drinking before I met him, but I think he actually introduced me to it. It was one of the first teas he ever made for me. But yeah, spectacular. And the last one is the Green Snail Spring Tea from Remedies Tea. This is a tea place out of Seattle, Washington. This was in my BookTube Secret Santa package from Adam of Memento Mori. And this one has hands down been my favorite of all of those. It was so good. I am definitely gonna have to make myself an order from this company because this is one of the better green teas that I've ever had, and I like green tea. My husband liked it a lot too, and green teas are his favorite. It was very smooth and just like bright, and it had a really light grassy flavor, but like it wasn't, I know a lot of people don't like green teas because they can be astringent or grassy or overly green. This one I felt like was the best of all worlds, so I would definitely recommend this to somebody who is starting out with green teas. It was really good. So those are my tea empties for winter, I guess. This time, I don't know. I need to start numbering these because I feel like I do them seasonally, but not really. It's just really when we finish off enough teas to warrant a video, because we don't finish them off as quickly as we should. I did do a purge recently of my teas and got rid of a lot of things that had been on the shelf for a while that we were just not drinking. And so I didn't film those just because I don't really have much to say about them, because it had been a while since I'd had them and or I really didn't like them. So if you have had any of these, I would love to hear your thoughts on them, or if you have recommendations from any tea companies that you have seen. I'm always looking for new independent tea companies in the United States, so definitely open to suggestions. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!